Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Emily Jane. Today I am going to show you around my kitchen in my tiny house. I'm going to do a kitchen tour video which a few people have requested. So yeah, let me flip you around and I will show you my little tiny kitchen. So here's a quick overview of the kitchen. I've got the table over there by the front looking at the view. Behind that I've got the dresser. Then I've got the gas oven, and then I've got my work surface with some storage underneath. So the table has been moved a few times around the chalet as I've been doing it up, but I'm pretty happy with it as it is at the moment, positioned here. I've removed a couple of the chairs as there were 6. I don't need 6 chairs, I'm only one person, but I keep the other one in here for if I have friends around and such. It's not the nicest table in the world, it was just left here by the previous owners. It works, that'll do. Don't need to get another one at the moment, may well do long term. Behind the table I've got my dresser, which was also left here by the previous owners. But it was yellow, so I gave it a lick of paint just to give it a bit of a new lease of life. But I think it's actually come out really nicely. I think it's actually really pretty. I really didn't like it when I first got it, when I first thought about what to do with it. I really didn't like it at all, but I really do now. So I use that to store some of my pantry staples. I want to get some more jars to fill up all 3 of those rows, but at the moment I've just got 1 row, and I like that. It looks pretty. I've got my flowers that my mum gave me. They're just fake flowers, but they're really pretty as well. And at the moment I have some candles on the top here, which is nice. It adds a little bit of ambiance. As I say, I would quite like to have 3 rows of pantry staples, which I will do eventually. And then I have an empty fruit bowl currently. I need to go shopping. So inside the dresser, it's still yellow actually. I haven't got around to finishing painting the interior, but I just keep some mugs and such on the top row, some spare jars and things on the next row, dry goods and food. Again, I need some more food. And then in this kind of basket I keep all of my fresh food. I need a few more bits and bobs, as you can see, but it's nice and tidy. It's nice and easy, kind of just keeps it all stored away. It's just a cupboard. These drawers are actually pretty naff, they don't come out that easily, but in this right hand one I just keep some table mats, some vegan cookbooks, which I don't ever use. And over here I've got my kind of veg bags when I go shopping, some plastic wine glasses, and apparently I've got some sparklers, because why not? So next along is my oven. It's a Beko propane oven. It just runs off of a gas canister, which is really super easy and a real quick fix for an off-grid solution. It works just fine. I'm not massively keen on a gas oven section, but I love a gas hob. To be honest, I was given this, so I really can't complain. It was a real gift. So yeah, I love the fact to have an oven. It makes such a difference. As someone that really enjoys cooking, I love having an oven. I usually keep my kettle on the top just because I use it quite often, and then just down between the dresser and the oven I have I have my kind of a broom and a mop. I have my tray and my washing up bowl, which is collapsible. Right, over to my worktop, which I love. It's so nice and big. It's a really good space to work on. I do tend to keep a few bits and bobs on the top. I've got some utensils here, which I was given for Christmas, which are really nice. I've got a fire extinguisher, kind of igniters for the oven just here, seasoning pots, and then these are just used for my veg scraps, just so that I can pop them in there and then pop them on the compost nice and easily. Keep a chopping board and a knife handy, a knife block, matching tea, coffee, sugar sets. I have quite a few things in this style in the kitchen. You'll have seen the placemat to this style. I really like it. I love blue, I love polka dots. I think they're really pretty. And then I have my water dispenser, which I just fill up. And it's just a gravity fed tap, which is really nice to have somewhat running water. Better than I did in the van anyway. So that's the top of the work surface. And then underneath, this is what we have. Over to the left hand side, you can see that big 19 kilogram calor gas canister, which lasts me about, well, it lasted 4 months over the winter, which wasn't too bad. But bear in mind, I didn't have the log burner in, so I was using it a lot for hot water bottles and heating this place up as well. So I'm hoping over the summer it maybe will last maybe 6 months, but having said that, it's only £40 a pop, so it's really not very expensive to keep running. I have a little bin, and then I have a little chest of drawers, which in here I've got a spice rack, rather disorganised spice rack slash drawer. I have a cutlery, utensil drawer, I have a cleaning drawer, and then at the bottom here is usually where my recycling drawer goes, but actually I need to empty that out, so it's in the van ready to be taken off to the recycling centre. And then I have just some laundry detergent over to the side there. Now, I am aware that I have far too many things under this unit here, but I really like cooking and I really like nice cooking utensils. And some of the things I'm holding on to because eventually I'll be able to use them again when I've got my solar panel system set up. At the moment I can't use everything, but there we go. Anyway, so I've got my kind of crockery in that nice design that I showed you earlier. So plates, bowls, side plates and such. Got a couple of bowls and a Pyrex glass back there, and then under here, this is where it gets a bit kind of higgledy-piggledy, but there we go. So I've got my pots and pans and trays. I've got a nice cast iron skillet, some nice baking trays and such, and some more bowls and Tupperwares and lids and things back there. It's not terrible. It's not great, I'll give you that, but it's not terrible. Then under here I've got some utensils for things that require electricity, like my stand mixer and my hand blender and things like that, which I currently can't use, but they're stored away nicely in these 2 boxes. And then lastly, under here I have a couple of jugs of water just to fill up my water dispenser. Sometimes I fill it up with rainwater, sometimes I fill it up with these, which I fill up with tap water. I want to get a better rainwater filtration system so that I can be continuously filling it up with rainwater. However, at the moment, sometimes I do just want to have slightly reliably clean water, so I just fill it up with that sometimes. So that's about it actually. It's a small little space. As you'll have seen, there isn't a fridge or a freezer at the moment. I don't really have the means to run one off of propane or off of electricity. I'm umming and ahhing at the moment, but I do eat a vegan diet, so none of my food is going to kill me if it's not refrigerated. So there's that. And I kind of got by in the van for a couple of years without a fridge, and that was absolutely fine. Nothing seems to be going off too badly in here. It's relatively well insulated in that cupboard, and it doesn't need to be cold. I tend to go through my food pretty quickly. Anyway, at the moment I haven't got one. If you've got any suggestions for a fridge or a freezer that is off-grid, then let me know, because that is one thing that could be added nicely to this kitchen and would make a difference, but at the moment it's fine. Anyway, so that's it. Any questions, let me know, of course, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.